Hello, Virgo. This is Mary with Seer. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well in all of this kind of craziness in the world right now. I hope you're with people that you love and that you have peace. I want to apologize for not being here before now. Second week of March. So this is going to be for the end of March, for like the last half. I know it's the 23rd, so it might end up being like a 2-week period. Excuse me. And as you know, time is fluid, so you know how that goes. Thank you for your likes, share, your subscriptions. And why wasn't I here? Okay. Well, is because I'm part of my job is like this light worker or with the collective, this kind of, excuse me, not the jewelry making part of Mary, but is to maintain a certain vibration. Okay. And it's been exhausting. I'm good, though. I'm good. And I think things are going well. Overall, there's things we don't know. But I think in the end, when we crawl back out of our holes or our homes, that we'll see that things have changed for the better. Okay? But that's just my opinion. Okay, you ready? So we're going to get the first messages from the angels and ancestors. We have Druid. This is hold the space. Okay. Next card is a Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. Okay, I'll go over these in a minute. Winter, take care of your needs. This is really great. This is wonderful, actually. Okay. So, my heater. So, the Druid, when we talk about holding the space, this is, well, Virgo, this talks about holding the space to what you know is right and true. The Druids, it's kind of like trees are unmovable. Be unmovable in what you know to be right. There's spiritual guidance here. See the crystal on the top that's lit up? That's receiving divine information. Okay? It's kind of like holding the space for further instructions, holding the space for what you know is right, holding the space for somebody you love, maybe. And you know what? It's on point because the Druid is, well, they were about Earth. Look at all that Earth energy around and all the trees. So, like a tree, things come to the trees, right? Things are going to come to you. And of course, that's going to mean different things for different people. Next card is a Mirror Guardian. It will all tie together as it usually does. So, Mirror Guardian, this is kind of looking at where you are right now. If you're being really hard on yourself, then it may be time to consider reflecting on where you've come in the last 6 months, last year, how far you've come. So while you're sitting there, maybe thinking, I should have done more, I should have been A, B, and C, blah, 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 this regret thing. Well, to be gentle with yourself because you've come so far. I think that you've come further than you could imagine you would have. That you're stronger than you ever imagined you could be. So, what would you tell somebody you love that was saying that, feeling what you're feeling right now? Probably to lighten up a little bit and appreciate how far they've come already. We can only go where we can go with the current amount of information that we have. And even those that seem to fall so short may be only doing the best they can at the moment. There's all different levels of growth, right? And illusion. Okay? Taking time to reflect on the good things that you've done Keeps wanting to come on. And not on the negative. Flip that switch to positive. It will serve you more better. It will serve you, period. Okay. The other only tears you. Okay. The third card is winter. So right now we're kind of all in hibernation, right? So the most important thing we can do is take care of our needs and our immediate family's needs, especially our spiritual needs, be our kindness. Coming back to that place in ourselves that say, who am I? And, but being gentle with yourself, holding the space of what you know is right, no matter what anybody says. You know the truth, right? And there will be a time to come out from this place. But right now it's healing and taking care of our bodies. It's like when it's kind of the same thing. When we're in the middle of a snowstorm, we have to make sure we have food and water, and the children, the pets, and all that are taken care of. This is a time to nurture and heal whatever it is you need to heal. And look at the details, Virgo. It's always for you about the details. And if you have, if you're coming back to this turmoil that you may be experiencing, even though these cards don't say it, I can feel it. That what is it about the turmoil? What is it that you didn't see before? A lot of us didn't see things before. You're not alone here. And that's one thing that I think is important for you to know, is that we're all experiencing truth that we couldn't see before in ourselves, in our actions, everywhere. So, how far you've come already? We're always growth. We're always in the process of growing. Okay, let's get some cards going, right? Let's not get too deep. Just kidding. I don't mind going deep. Anyway, so this is advice that you may need right now. So it's a 5-card spread. I know, but it gets pretty deep. It's kind of amazing how the short spreads how deep they can go. And I kind of like it too because it's like a focus. It's a focus thing. So the first card, Virgo, is you as you are. Death. So death reversed is, well, there's a couple, yeah, okay. When I do that, it's like, it means a couple of things, but then they say, no, this is one thing. That's so I get the message. That's why. And you probably see that a lot with other readers. This is no going back. Something ended and can't go back. No, can't go back no more. And so that's where you're at right now. Can't go back. All right. Simple, right? Are you on the correct path? 10 of Cups reversed. So sorry. It's not something that, I don't know, it's like jumped out of my hand. Could have been me, but doesn't feel like it. 10 of Cups reverses. There's unhappiness, right? Unhappiness at home. Unhappiness may be about what happened. Could be that a happy home was ended. Or maybe there was never a happy home. It could mean many things. But well, let's do this. Sometimes it helps me to focus better when I look at it upright and then flip it. This is a happy home, success, fulfillment, family. This is the opposite. This is unhappiness. An ending where you can't go back to the unhappiness, right? Are you on the correct path? Well, as hard as it is to look at it, and I think that's why it dropped on the ground, we have to face the unhappiness. We have to face how we feel about it. Sometimes great pain, we just don't want to deal with it. And I don't think that's unusual. Horrifying things, problematic things it's hard. We'd like to look to the other way to something that's happy, but sometimes the other things have to be dealt with so they don't grow. So the darkness doesn't grow, right? Okay. Third card. What is the main obstacle? Seven of Pentacles. And this is really great because this is what do we invest in now? What do we invest in now? What do we build on? This is Seven of Pentacles. Where do I invest? It's a reevaluation of your investments. But it's not upside down, so it's good. You know, there's still you still got some things that you've invested in that you can that haven't been destroyed completely, you know? So it's like, okay, I've invested in this. Now, where can I take what I have? Kind of thing. That's what it feels like. Words, Mary, words. So, in these changing times, where are you going to go? What are you going to do? How are you going to proceed? That's where we're holding the space. So, the reflection here is about where have I been? What have I done? What has not served me? Okay. Also, what has served me? And what would I like more of? So there is they're talking about setting an intention for the new moon, what you really want. And this is something to work on for the rest of the year. So that is the question for you to think about. The place where you're holding your space and knowing what's true and what's for you, okay? And that being with family and just slowing down to see for clarity. That's going to be your greatest benefit. Okay? So it goes from they're saying something to consider is to go from I don't know how to say this. To go from I want this kind of house, that kind of thing, this kind of money to I want abundance, I want happiness, I want good relationships, and I want my children to be happy and productive and safe. You see, versus I want to have 4 degrees, I want to have a big house okay, there's a difference because with happiness and fulfillment, abundance comes, okay? But if we put man's parameters on it, physical parameters, then there's something about it's not about the outside coming in, it's about the inside going out. You have this in within you, then you have it on the outside of you instead of on the outside and then compromising or doing what you have to get it, and it may separate us from ourselves. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I said it like so many different directions. They asked me to do that for you. Okay, the next card is what is helping me? The moon reverse, what's helping you is the trauma that you've seen, the programming you've realized in other people, really dark stuff that's just running them. So we could talk about addiction, obsession. This is really dark energy that they cannot see. But you're starting to see it. I think it's you're seeing how it's been running you. And that's why that reflection of how far you've come is really important. Don't give up on yourself. Don't. It is very possible you're where you should be. You are where you should be, okay? Next card is how can progress be made? This is a great spread though, right? 8 of Cups, reversed. Okay, so to me this is go back to what fulfills you. Go back to the emotions that you left behind. Sometimes this means something that wasn't fulfilling emotionally, but I don't see that here, not this time. This is not going back to old relationship. Okay. It's not what that's about, because Death says there's no going back to where you came from. Okay. This is going back to that part of you that you left behind. Okay. It has something to do with the origins of your family. Yep. Okay. Because you can't go back to where this is like the happy family. So this can be, it kind of feels like the origins of your family could have been reflected in all your relationships. And that makes sense. That makes sense. Because if we don't resolve that, then we carry it with us. Especially the, so sorry. It's the, like the virus in a bad programming, like bad programming. This is the trauma that we avoid by choosing the wrong people or choosing people like our past because it feels comfortable, even though they're ones that will hurt us the most. But it's what we're used to, okay? It's insidious. And so the Eight of Cups reverse is looking at the situations. It's not really returning to them, because you're in this winter. It's like looking at stuff. It's like taking care of your needs. It's taking care of what you need to stop this cycle, stop the family cycles. Okay. It's pretty heavy, Virgo. A lot of people are getting these kind of readings because we're at that point. And we're gonna go into, well, the whole thing is that Capricorn in the South Node means we need to leave that old stuff behind, the things that don't serve us behind, and embrace the hard work to move forward into the Saturn's going into South Node, but it's also, Saturn was in Capricorn. It's going into Aquarius, and it's a new world, but we have to shed this old stuff so we don't keep recreating it. Okay? It's all of us. All of us are doing this work. Okay. We're going to do 5 more cards for you. Just kind of expand on the message. So with Death reversed, we have Temperance, okay? Temperance is taking the light and dark energies, like the fire and water, and mixing them, alchemizing them, healing, doing the healing from, it could be any kind of addiction, obsession, emotions, anything like that, and creating balance back in yourself with the help of angelic guidance, okay? It's spiritual assistance to get there. And that's how to deal with that. That's how to make sure that we don't go back to where we came from, right? That is really positive, having Temperance there. It's also Sagittarius energy. Just thought I'd throw that out there. So under the Ten of Cups reversed, we have the Empress reversed. This can be, Empress can be Taurus, but Empress is any of the queens, okay? But it's the distorted feminine. So this family, okay, here's what I got. This distorted family, the unhappy family life, home life, has created a distorted feminine energy, okay? And this, I feel like if this isn't you, then it's somebody you're dealing with or seem to be dealing with over and over again. But it's understanding how one got here, okay? So I'm going to say this is you, okay, just for what's coming through the reading. Again, you can apply it the way you want. But so if the distorted energy is you, like, why did I do that? they're giving you the background. It's because of the family that you came from. That it created this distortion. But still, this is the Empress energy. That's the thing to understand. That all the things you went through brought you through all the queens, okay? Yeah, so this can be flipped and changed, and you know that. I know you know that. If you don't, you do now, right? Okay, so right now you're still flipped. Somebody here is still flipped. No big deal. We have to look at what we need to invest in now and what needs to be left behind. But understood so it does not reoccur, right? So under the Seven of Pentacles is the Queen of Swords. This is where we start taking action. Queen of Swords is air energy. This can be Aries, Libra, or Aquarius. This queen has been through a lot. She's been hurt. She's been, she's seen a lot. She's been hurt. And it's now time to stand with her sword. Okay, enough. Enough. I know the truth. I see the truth. I'm not afraid of looking at the truth. Let's go. Bring it. I got my sword. Okay. It's a powerful place to be. This is what is your main obstacle. I think just dealing with what's coming. I don't know what that means, but you do. Or you can feel it, right? What is my main obstacle? Here it is, right here. Back to this. Sorting through what needs to stay and what needs to go. That's the obstacle. Sorting through how you're going to invest in your own life, in your children's life, in your family's life, what you're going to keep, what you're going to continue to invest in, and what needs to be cut. And there's a who needs to be cut also. All right, next card is, this is going to be Under the Moon, and this is reverse. And this is what is helping you. Identifying the trauma, the glitch in people's programming. It's a glitch, the darkness, the automatic behavior. I have the Seven of Pentacles again, and what you no longer want to work with. Wow. 2 Seven of Pentacles. All right, that's pretty clear, right? What is helping you is that you're being able to identify what no longer serves you. And what is being run by your own dark, your own trauma and avoidance. Okay, what has, by identifying that, you'll see the red flags because, well, you kind of feel it too. By dealing with that, you no longer vibrate that to you. Okay, under the Eight of Cups reverse is how can progress be made? Here's the Knight of Swords. Here's swift action. Okay, so we had the Queen of Swords, and then here's the Knight. So the Knight of Swords is the truth and the information that's coming forward. It's going to having the conversations, even if they stir up a bunch of stuff. The Queen asks the questions. And the Queen to me is more like it's what's coming into her. Okay, it's like, what is coming to me that's real and not real, and what do I need to cut out about what I've been investing in? But the Knight is going, it's more action, okay? It's a second most active suit. I think the Knight of Fire Wands is the fastest one. This is the second fastest action. So in this, it's taking the action you need to take to understand. I see. Okay, I get it. Okay, sorry. Okay, so it's swift action and identifying what you walked away from, why you walked away, what didn't work emotionally, and retrieving what needs to be retrieved with your emotions. It's seeing the truth through stuff. Okay. So I was talking about what you walked away from and what needs to be brought back. This is in your emotions. So this is, I don't know. It's like, I feel like, and I'm staying here a little bit. I feel like that there's a part of you need to go back and retrieve in your emotions that maybe you shut down because some of that trauma, okay? That's what needs to be retrieved, and it needs to be done as quickly as possible so you can get, because you need to work with that energy. The emotional energy, it's love. You need to go back and get the love that you, I don't know, just shut down. Shut down? Yeah. The pain, the trauma shut down the emotions. That makes sense though, right? Okay. We're going to do 3 cards with eye through the eye of the soul oracle. First one is run wild for a while. Well, you can't really do that if you're being stuck in your house, right? Okay, but this is wolf child. So this is talks about passion and passion for what you really want. What is it? Remember we talked about what is it you really want to do? That was Druid holding the space. What is it that you want to create? What is it you want to invest in? And throwing all caution to the wind, identify those things, okay? And then when we have this time that we can get back out there, because we are creating a new earth, we are. All the companies are stopping. People are being laid off all over. We are going to create a new world. So. If you could do anything and there was no limits to what you could do, and it came from your heart space and your place of passion down, within you, what would that be? Seek the guide with noble ideas, okay? It has to come from a place of integrity, I think they're saying. So it's taking that blocked energy down in your sacral chakra and using it to create something. But no bars, nothing blocking you, okay? What would that be? No holes barred, I think is the way to say that. Okay. All right, so here, last card here is be the powerful space between 2 opposite poles. Okay? I'm going to read that one. The 3rd pillar. Interesting. In the balanced center of creation, you are the grail. It is possible to manifest all you envision. Wow, that's really cool because, I like the way that unfolds because I was just saying, imagine what you want. Hold your space of truth and honor. And that is the 3rd place where you create. So, everything in our known world has a positive and negative charge. The 3rd quality is the creation itself. The result from the interaction of the 2 is the powerful 3rd point of the triangle. The symbol of perfect manifestation. There is nothing in the world you cannot do, design, or put into form. The female Templar in the painting is this pilgrim warrior, and the creatrix. She carries all the symbols of her experiences that placed her in this exalted space of realization. The epiphany of receiving the Grail is becoming cognizant of our divine human potential. Okay. Hold the space and be the powerful space. Wow, Virgo. Wow. Please let me know what you think. I think you're right where you should be. You are. Wow. I love you so much. I missed you. I missed you lots. and I'm my energy is getting better every day, but I do have to honor it also. So we'll be doing every other week reading. So I'll be started probably tomorrow on the first half of April. You take care. Bye bye.